Tell me if you did any research in particular to prepare for your role.
No.
You didn't?
No, I never do research. You didn't even see the original movie. But, no, I just studied the script, looked at it, and learned my lines and showed up and did it.
Is there anything in particular about werewolves that you find fascinating?
No. I'm sorry to disappoint you, no, not at all. But when I was a boy, I liked Dracula, Bela Lugosi, the Frankenstein movies, but I was a little boy then. But no, I've never had any particular fascination with them. But this is it's a classic movie, old-style American Gothic, and my agent phoned me, asked me if I'd be interested, and he told me that Benicio del Toro was involved. I said, well, yeah, that sounds pretty good, and Benicio is a terrific actor, and so here we are.
So what do you think, I mean, you're not particularly fascinated by werewolves, but people seem to be fascinated. What do you think, if there's something about werewolves that brings attention to pretty much everybody, like the general public that go to see a movie like this?
I have no idea, except it does go back to some ancient Germanic legend, Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf. That comes from some German folklore, and the werewolves. They go back to German mythology. It goes back centuries, and transformation. The actual myth of transformation is like the classic Beauty and the Beast, or the Sleeping Beauty. Somebody was in enchantment and is asleep, and by some evil witch who puts a spell until the prince comes along. It's all part of our psyche and our mythology, I think, and this is just one of those mythological transformation myths.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is Benicio's best quality as an actor?
He's a good actor.
But is there something in particular that grabs your attention, or?
He's very charismatic. I mean, I think he's got a movie star aura about him.
The director did give you, I don't know how you, obviously I would have to be on set to see how you act in the movie, but do you actually rehearse before with the actors?
No.
Or you just?
No. You go on set in the morning, and if you know your lines, you go on and you try a few things here, you walk around and say, is that okay? Or, I'm very much, or the director will come in and say, well, where do you think you would be? I said, well, can I go from there? He said, yeah, okay, let's try it. And you have a camera rehearsal with the other actor, and the camera crew come in and they follow you around, and maybe the cameraman will say, that's not a good place to be there because of the lighting. And I say, okay, well, we'll just change it slightly. Or then they'll readjust the lighting for you. But it's very easy. It's nothing difficult at all. And you just walk through it, and then you have a lot of time to get it right. And very relaxed. There's nothing difficult about it.
Would you say that all of us have we can have a beast inside of us at some point, or?
Do we all have a beast in us? I don't know. I think we all have dark sides to our nature. There's, it's the concept of God and the devil. Yeah, I'm sure we do. We have destructive elements in our nature, and it's up to us through maturity, through evolution in ourselves, to either develop the good or the lighter side, or we can plunge into darkness. There are people who are chronically depressed, willfully depressed and destructive. Our world is full of that, and it's a choice. Unless it's a mental problem, but it's a choice. There's why, for example, in Germany they produced Beethoven, Mozart, and Adolf Hitler. Doesn't make any sense. But Russia produced Stravinsky, and they produced Stalin, Tchaikovsky, and the gulags, and the same in any society. It's all the dark and the light.